Good afternoon. It's Chelsea Whittington here with Mary Green. 1 week after the Black Women's Expo. Hey, Mary.
Hey.
I wanted to do this like Monday.
I know.
And I know
would hit you like that.
Hey. So I said I'll wait a week, but I had to come because people have even asked me, so how's Mary doing? The event was such a success. Did she get some rest? Did you get some rest?
I got some rest, and I didn't need as much as I thought, but I got rest during the show.
Okay.
I mean, we'd eat and go to bed, eat and go back to the hotel, so we weren't out partying.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I saw that you had some of your family members to come in town too. Who came to support you?
My sister, my older sister, was there the entire time. In fact,
the bigger space. So
Yes.
for those who don't know, we were in the space where the auto show was normally is normally held.
That's true.
How do you think that worked?
Oh my! Everyone loved it. I mean, it's such a spectacular looking exhibit hall. Even when you come up those escalators, you're right in this big hall, and off to the left is Hall B. So we were able to put signage all over the top to welcome as people came up that escalator. They could see that, and then you turn left and you're in the hall, which is just so different from where we were.
Yes.
I mean, just the fact that the hall has windows, little windows, but at the top we had no windows. We were down in Hall C1 in the basement, a lot darker. And it was
thought
so
about that.
Yeah.
Exhibitors.
Yes, we did. We did.
It's normally like what, 200-300?
We normally have close to 300. We were over 420 exhibitors, and many of them new. Then that doesn't count our corporate partners. So we had a full show, and I don't think any of us thought we would, fill out the hall, the new hall, the 369,000 square feet. But we did.
Yes.
We did, and I'm excited about that.
Yes. I was also excited about the entertainment. I know I was there working, but I had to stop with the fan moment.
They rock, and I wish I saw most of it.
Yeah, you were working.
I saw a little bit of it, but I saw them, as they came in, and I saw them on stage and backstage, and I knew they would do a good show, and I had to go take care of some other things. But the word on the street, and the word that I heard is that they were the best.
Take my word for it. I was front row, just enjoying myself. I had to pinch myself a couple of times, like, is this really work? Yeah, this is work. This is work, because I was exhausted by the end of the expo. But a lot of people, I'm going to tell you something, I haven't shared this with you. Somebody came up to me and offered to pay me on the spot to book them for the Atlanta show, not knowing when it's going to be.
Booked them with a booth or with
He was just like, I'll take my chances and give you I was like, no, that's not my area. But that just says to me that the offering is there.
It's there.
And the desire is there.
Yes.
And so what would you say to, I see some vendors who are watching, Hey Popcorn World, what would you say to them, the newcomers about, I know they had questions and they're like, but they took those.
I would say to all of them, I know it's
Too much shopping. Did you just get a chance to walk the floor?
I did. I walked the floor several times. I mean, this was one year where things were so kind of relaxed and calm that I was able, with one of my friends who came up from Orlando. sent to me at the office. We'll see. But because I did pick out a couple things in a couple boutiques, so we'll see.
Okay.
But I don't have time to really shop like that. You know?
Again, in your stead, I got these earrings. I went to your booth and bought merch, which we will still be putting online for sale. I'm wearing some perfume from the Expo. Yes.
Oh my God. Oh my
God. It was
God.
just so wonderful to see. And I met a lot of people who had a lot of drive and hustle.
Yes.
And I think a lot of greatness was born at the Expo.
Yeah. See whether their product, was worth it, or whether people will buy it. I heard of one woman who sold out by Saturday her product because she didn't have wasn't sure about what to bring, but what she did, gather from the whole thing is that what she was offering people wanted to buy. People wanted to buy.
I had my sister, in fact. She was in the 2019 show.
Okay.
And she kind of walked around and benchmarked against other vendors. And this time she added apparel.
Okay.
And sold out of most of her apparel.
Wow.
With her book. And so there are a lot of key learnings.
Yeah.
But another thing that I really enjoyed, and it was actually happening right now, 1 week ago, was the Phenomenal Woman Awards.
Yes.
Tell me a little bit about that.
Well, that was our first time trying to do it at the Expo. So that's normally a precursor, as we've always said, to the show. So it's normally on that Thursday evening before the show opens on Friday. And it's always been a little bit of a nerve-wracking thing because we're moving in on Thursday. And then we got to go and grab and change clothes and get ready. And some of us go over to the hotel and start setting up for the gala. So because everything's different and everything's new, we decided, let's try this. Let's bring these women. They had already been announced as award recipients back in the beginning of 2020. So these were women that never got their flowers, if you will.
Yeah.
So we decided to bring them to the Expo, bring them on the main stage, let that audience see them, because the gala is a couple $100 and everybody doesn't come to that,
right?
Or maybe can afford to come to that. So you will get to experience these women and what they do that makes them phenomenal.
Yes.
We can recognize them, give them their awards, and then we had a little reception.
The reception, and as I was going around and talking to them, they were so humble. They were so grateful, and in my opinion, so deserving.
Yes.
And so being able to do that, and then they came back. I saw a lot of them the next day and out shopping and supporting things like that. And there were also quite a few sponsors that you noted that came on for the first time.
Yes.
What do you think drew them in there?
Well, I think, a number of things. I think we were somehow we're always at the right place at the right time. This Black Women's Expo, so we kept pushing for the show even in 2020. We changed dates 3 times, twice in 2020, again the beginning of April in 2021, and most people would have given up by now. And we just kept going, and got an August date, didn't know whether that was happening. And of course, really, the city didn't open up till the 1st of May. So we were right on the cusp of everything happening. And I just think that just staying in it, is what made the difference. But I think for new brands, they saw the opportunity to really get to some of their customers.
Yeah.
I mean, African Americans are still, one of the biggest consumer markets, and they saw an opportunity to get involved, at a reasonable level.
Yeah.
And to see how it was going to work. Most of them have already said, we're in for next year.
See you next year.
Sign us in for next year. So we know that that we'll have them for years to come. So I think that's the big reason.
That's amazing. I also got an opportunity to sit in on quite a few of the seminars.
Okay.
You're talking about the violence and town halls.
Yes.
The fierce Black businesswoman. I mean, it was just something for everybody, and I can't wait. So in your mind, in a perfect world, what's next as far as other stops and timing for 2022?
Well, in a perfect world is to get the perfect date for Chicago again. Not sure what that is, because we were normally in the first week of April, last week of March. It would be impossible and would be crazy for us to try to get back up in 2022 in those months. But to get a date in maybe July, June, July, August again for 2022. But also to think about the other markets that have been clamoring for us to be there. I mean, this would have been our 4th year in Atlanta in 2020, so we want to go back there. We were signed on to do Detroit. We didn't get a chance to do it because of the
We're coming,
pandemic.
Detroit. Hold on, Detroit.
So there are other cities, there are other markets that this would be ideal for, and we're just waiting to see where we place everything.
Okay, and last thing, you see, so I'm wearing merch and you're wearing merch, but your team, which is full of millennials, whom I love those creative young ladies, came up with a graphic contest.
They did. They
to design the shirt, and those
t-shirt
shirts
contest.
sold out. That's why I have this one on.
So this was the contest winner. We loved her design of the black woman, and the whole power of her. So she did the entire design with our logo at the bottom, and we got about 50 entries into it. So we all looked at them. Everybody had their own likes, but this one.
That one. And she actually came to the Expo, and she had her shirt, and she's been tagging and posting on Instagram. So I think you all used a lot of different ways to engage a younger audience, because the concept, Be We Next.
Next generation.
The next generation of black women.
Next level. Too.
Yeah, definitely next level. Next level. So I just wanted to pop on. Thank you for obliging me. You crawled from under a big stack of papers over there to come talk to me just for a little while. But I just wanted to reconnect with everybody to say, if you missed it, you missed something really big. But there are a lot of highlights online. And we also ask those of you who have taken photos to hashtag, tag us. I love looking at all the pictures from the different perspectives, the crowd shots and the selfies.
Send us some good stuff.
Yeah. And the pictures with the celebrities. Oh, can't forget Lil Mo. Lil Mo killed it too.
That's what they say.
She killed
I saw a glimpse from afar of her. So great stuff.
One of these days, Mary, I'm just going to grab you and
I'm going to sit you
down front row. But in the meantime, I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Go to Be We Next. I guess within probably a couple of weeks, we'll have the merch online. So that if you missed it, you can get your hat, your hoodie, because it's going to be hoodie season. And
in a minute.
Yes, I have my Be We hoodie. I'm ready. And I want to thank you, Mary, for the opportunity. You helped me to represent my hometown of Gary, Indiana. They were very proud, and thank all the Indiana folks. Everybody have an amazing weekend. This is Mary Green, everybody, founder of the Black Women's Expo. Until next time, everybody have a great weekend.
Thank you.